Today is the 8th of November 2023, and we would like to look at our third transformation lesson, which will be on reflection. Thank you very much to everyone that has been watching our videos. Please, can you consider subscribing and following us, okay, if you haven't already, and like the video, share them, leave us a nice comment. I will appreciate it a lot. Thank you very much. And if the account is not yours, please ask for permission or ask someone to help you open your own account, okay, and then you can use it to subscribe so that when we upload new videos, you can get yours. I normally write in the comment section, please follow my notes/script. Okay, it's a good thing to do. For example, we are doing a lot of graph work now. So with this graph work, you might have to be following the coordinates. Okay, so please follow my notes. Okay, and also this is 1, 1. So if you hear 1 minus 1, that will be 1 minus 1. So if I'm pointing here, okay, then whatever I'm saying is relating to this part. Beware of scammers, please. Don't be scammed. In our recap, last lesson we did translation examples on graph paper. Okay, watch the video for recap, because if I bring an example here, we might not finish what we want to do. Okay, I've done a nice some examples that you can look at, okay, and go back and watch it if you've not watched it again. Now, a starter. Okay, yesterday in translation we use vectors. Okay, in translation, instead of writing it as in a coordinate form like 1, 1, it is written in this form 1, 1. So they'll ask you to translate an object with a vector something. We said it in the introduction, and I'm repeating again using the starter in case you didn't understand. Okay, so this vector 1, 1, what it means is move 1 unit to the right and 1 unit up. The vector minus 1, 1 means 1 unit to the left and 1 unit up. The vector 1 minus 1 means 1 unit to the right and 1 unit down. The vector minus 1, 1 means 1 unit left, 1 unit down. Okay, I made it 1, 1 so that you understand. So what it actually means is, if it's minus, okay, then you are going to for the x coordinate, then you are going to move left. If it's plus, then you are going to move right. That is for the x coordinate. If it's minus for the y, you are going to move down. And if it's for minus for the plus for the y, you are going to move up. Okay, so that's what we used yesterday for our translation. I will encourage you to go back and watch if you do not understand. Now, on the x-axis, okay, on the x-axis, by now you know what the x-axis is. If you draw the graph, this is the x-axis here. Okay, all this from here all the way is the x-axis. On this axis here, y is 0. That's why you have 2, 0, 2 for x, 0 for y, 5, 0, 7, 0. Okay. Now also on the y-axis, okay, that one here, that's the y-axis, x equals 0. Okay, that's why you have here 0, 1, 0, 4, that will be the coordinates here, 0, 6, that will be 0 minus 5. Okay, so don't forget that. Now, as I said to you, we are going to look at reflection today. Okay, transformation, translation, as we did yesterday, uses a vector to translate. Now, in reflection, we use a line of reflection or a mirror line. Okay, so like if you stand in front of the mirror, your image reflects, okay, in the mirror, so you can see yourself in that mirror. So our line of reflection, the example y equals 0, as I said, if they say y equals 0, that means the line, the x-axis, x equals 0, it means the y-axis. Okay, you can also have x equals y equals x. Okay, so you might have to have like 1, 1, 2, 2 and plot them. Okay, that means the y value equals x, the x value, so 0, 0. Okay, this will be your coordinates. Now you can also have y equals 2. You can also have x equals 2, etc. Okay, these are some of the mirror lines you'll be given. First, you need to draw the line of reflection or the mirror line. Okay, then draw a perpendicular line from the object or shape to create the image. I'll talk you through it. Okay, with the same distance on each side. Okay, I'm going to show you in a bit. Okay, I'm just trying to explain to you how we do it. Do the same with the corners of the object to create the new image. Okay, so because we don't have time, I would like to go through a few with you. So I've brought an example and then we'll do it whilst we look at the graph. Okay, so first of all, they've asked you to plot the point A27, B57, C15, and D65, and join them to create your object. Okay, so let's do that part first. This kind of work, I would rather like you to do it systematically. Okay, read the first line or two and then start, but you need a good skill. So look at the point. There is 7, 5, and 5. So what I did was, even if I'm going to reflect, it shouldn't go beyond 7 and 5. So what I did was, on the y-axis, I started from 0 and ended up 7. Okay. And then on the negative y-axis, I went down to -8. Now on the x-axis, from 0, look at the scale, equal interval till 7. And then on the negative x-axis, -1 through to 7. Okay. Now, they said I should plot the point. So first of all, I'm going to take the points, each of them. When I plot it, I'll label. Okay, I'll put the label they've given to me in the question. So the first one is A27. So there, that is my 2 all the way up, and that is my 7. So that'll be my A. If you are not sure, use a ruler. Okay, so that's my A27. I've been given those coordinates. Now B57. So B again, 5. So on the x-axis, I'm going to look for 5. Okay, all the way up on y7. Okay, that is my B. C15. So C now 15. So here C there, that is 1, and that will be 5. Okay, D there, 6, 5. So D here, 6 all the way up, and that's my 5. Now it says create your object. So after plotting the points, I use a ruler to connect the points. Okay, so I have A, B, C, and D. So I've done the first part of the question. If you don't know how to plot a point, then you are going to struggle here. Okay, but by now you should know how to plot coordinates, because we've done a lot of starters, we've done videos on that, so you should be able to do that. Now remember, we are doing reflection. So they said, using the mirror line, reflect AB, using the mirror line, y equals 3. Reflect ABCD to create a new image, list the coordinates as A1, B1, C1, D1. Okay, so now we need to find y equals 3. Now, this line is y equals 0, and that line will be y equals 3, because on this line all the y values are 3. Okay, it will be 3. So for instance, if I have a coordinate here, it will be 1, 3. A coordinate here will be 4, 3. A coordinate here will be 7, 3. So on this line, y will be what? 3. Y will be equal to 3. Okay. You can also extend it on the other line. So it's from here all the way to there. But I did only this side because my object is here. Okay. I didn't have to extend it because my object is here, but this side also, y equals 3. Okay. Now, with this object, I'm going to reflect this object using this mirror line. Okay. So now watch how I do it. Okay. So look at it. This is my A point. How many units do I have to count to get to y equals 3? You need to draw y equals 3 on your graph. Don't imagine it, draw it. So you have from A, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. And it's a reflection exercise. So from here, I'll count another 4. That will be my reflection for A. So I'm here now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be my A1. So I mark it down and list the points. Okay. And the point I have here is 2 minus 1. So that will be my A. That's my A1. Now B again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Y equals 3. So I need to reflect it with 4 units. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So B1 now will be 5 minus 1. So I'll list that one also here. I've listed the coordinates here. Now C, look at where C is. That is the mirror line. Okay, so 1, 2. 1, 2. So C1 will be 1 minus 1. Okay. So no, 1, 1. Because it's not gone down there. So it will be 1, 1. So here is 1, 1. This is where you should follow my notes. Okay. D1 now is 1, 2 to the mirror line. So I'm going to count 2 units away. 1, 2. So the new coordinate will be 6, 1. Now, so I've got A1, B1, C1, D1. Now I've listed them here. I'll take a ruler and connect it. Okay, so that will be my new image, the first image from the object. If I reflect it, look at it. That is your mirror line. I've reflected this object to here. Okay, and as you can see, if you're in front of the mirror, okay, your face shows you and your back. So this is, guess what I've done. Okay, now let's go on with the question. So I've done the first two. Okay, now with the new object, using the line x equals 0, so this is my new mirror line now, reflects the new image A1, B1, C1, D1 to A2, B2, C2, D2. Okay, so now the new line of reflection or mirror line will be x equals 0. Okay, now on this line here, y-axis, okay, x equals 0 there, this line. So that'll be our mirror line now. That is why you can have 0, 1 or 0 minus 2, because everything on this line will be 0, or 0, 4. Okay, so this is the line x equals 0. This is the image. So I'm going to reflect this image using this line to create a new image. Okay, so now this becomes my object, and I'm going to create a new image A2, B2, C2, D2. Okay, unlike yesterday's work, we're using the vector, okay, that will count left and count or right or up and down. Today we are using the mirror line. Okay, so now we come back to A. Okay, now 1, 1, 2, that is our mirror line, x equals 0. So 1, 2. A2 now will be minus 2 for x, minus 1 for y. So we come A2 minus 2 minus 1. Then we go to the B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is our mirror line now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will be our B, which will be minus 5 and minus 2. So we come here, because they said we should list minus 5, minus 2, but we still have to plot it on the graph. Then we go to C. Okay, 1. So from x equals 0, the 1. So our new coordinate for C2 will be minus 1 and then 1. Then we list it minus 1, 1. Then we go to D. D1, we reflect that one also. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We count 6 units to get to x equals 0. So we need to count another 6 units away. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that will be our D2. Now D2, what are the coordinates? -6 and 1. Okay, so now we've got all the 4 coordinates. Remember, you need to join them. Okay, so if you look at the image we got, A1, B1, C1, D1, we've reflected it on the line x equals 0 to get A2, B2, C2, and D2. Now, the last part of the question. Using the mirror line y equals -3, reflect A2, B2, C2, D2 to A3, B3, C3, D3. Okay, so now this was our line y equals 3, and it extends all the way here. Okay, but because our object was here, we just needed to use this part. Okay, now we need the line y equals 3, so we come to the y-axis, y equals -3. Okay, that was the line we need. So we come to the y-axis on this line here, from all the way here up to there. Okay, but we didn't need to extend it here. We only need this because we are reflecting this image here. So because of that, I didn't need to draw the whole length. Okay, but y equals -3 is all the way to the end here. Okay, so I only need this part of y equals -3. Now this is my new object, and I need to reflect it on y equals -3 to get a new image. A3, B3, C3, and D3. Okay, so let's take A2. That is the line y equals -3, because on this line all the y coordinate all to this place is -3. Okay, so now A 1, 2, we get to the line. Okay, so now 1, 2. So A3 now is -2, -5, -2 on x, -5 on y. So we've got A3. B3, B2 to B3, 1, 2. So 1, 2. So this will be B3, which will give us -5 for x and -5 for y. So we list it. Okay, if you do this systematically, you can't go wrong. Okay, now C3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you get to the line y -3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be the new coordinate C3, -1, -7. So C3 now will be -1, -7. Okay. Sorry, it's C3, not A3. Okay. So now A3 and C3. The last one, D. Okay. So now we go and look for D2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 units to get to the line y equals -3. Okay. So now from here, we count 4 units away from the line. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to D3. So D3 now will be -6 and -7. So D3 here is -6, -7. Okay. So basically, we've had an object, we're given the point, we reflected it first on the line y equals -3. Get a new image, reflect that image on the line x equals 0. This is our line. Get an image, and then this image reflected on the line y equals -3. Okay, to get this last image here. Okay, you can't go wrong if you do it systematically. Okay, now again, less calculation, just drawing and counting. You can easily get full marks on this. Okay, and most times they might ask you to translate and then reflect, or rotate and reflect. Okay, so this is our graph. So we've listed coordinates A1, A2 and A3, all the image A1, B1, C1, D1, A2, B2, C2, D2, A3, B3, C3 and D3, and we've drawn them on the graph. Okay, we've done the reflection, okay, on the graph. Now, at times you'll be asked to use okay, don't just list the point. You need to transform the shape, draw the transform shape too. So as I've shown you, I didn't just list the points as I went along. I connected, I used a ruler to draw the new shape. Okay, you can also be given a shape, no coordinates, and a mirror line on the graph, and to find a new image, given a tracing paper. Okay, hopefully that will be for another time. I'll come bring a tracing paper and show you how it's the same thing, but they will ask you to use a tracing paper. But if you have this knowledge, it even helps, because if you use a tracing paper wrong, then you'll be able to realize that, oh, my image should be here. So you can count it on the graph, even though you don't have coordinates. Okay, and the good thing about that is you'll not be listing coordinates. So assuming you didn't do it systematically like we just did, then you shouldn't be muddled up. Okay, so I'll look for a tracing paper, do that, and come and show you how I did it in case you don't know how to use a tracing paper. Thank you so much for watching our video today, and I'll see you in the next.